If you are a chosen one, you may have felt something strange happening around you, a series of events that seem to defy explanation. You know those moments when everything feels like it's falling apart and it seems like there's no way out? And then, out of nowhere, something or someone appears, almost like magic, to give you that much-needed push. It feels as though the universe is protecting you. But what if I told you that sometimes that help comes from the most unexpected places? What I'm about to share with you will turn your understanding upside down. Get ready, because the spiritual world is far more complex than it appears, and the truth you're about to uncover will change the way you see the battle between good and evil. Brace yourself for this. Demons, those shadowy creatures so many fear, can, on occasion, end up helping you. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It sounds absurd, almost like some kind of cosmic joke, doesn't it? But trust me, there's a hidden reason behind this. And in some ways, this reason is as surprising as it is powerful. Make no mistake, these dark beings are not benevolent. Far from it. They have their own agendas, and they know better than anyone the immense power a chosen one carries. What happens behind the spiritual veil is not just a straightforward battle between light and darkness. It's a storyline filled with twists, intrigue, and conflicting interests. And here's what will leave you speechless. Even demons sometimes know that it's more advantageous to align with a chosen one rather than stand against them. Think about it. Why would they do this? What could they possibly gain from it? You're about to discover why these dark forces sometimes choose to help and what they truly want in return. But before you feel alarmed, understand that all of this is part of something much greater. A divine plan that goes far beyond human comprehension. Now, let me ask you this. Are you ready to open your eyes to a reality that will challenge everything you think you know about the battle between light and darkness? What I'm about to share with you is a secret that has been guarded for centuries. Imagine a power so immense that it defies all explanation, something invisible yet tangible. This force doesn't just protect you, it guides you every step of your journey. As a chosen one, you carry this force within you, a gift so powerful that darkness cannot steal it, no matter how hard it tries. In ancient times, people spoke of the chosen as beings capable of subduing even demons. These shadowy forces, constantly trying to divert souls from the true path, know they face something far greater when they encounter a chosen one. The power you carry is like divine armor, a light that no darkness can extinguish. If you look at history, you'll see a truth that repeats itself over and over. Evil can try, it can set traps, but it cannot defeat a chosen one protected by something divine, something no earthly or spiritual force can comprehend. Now I want you to reflect. What makes you so special? Why do these forces, even those shrouded in darkness, sometimes choose to work in your favor? The answer to this goes far beyond logic, because what's at stake is much greater than it seems. As a chosen one, you live through spiritual battles most people aren't even aware of. While many walk distracted, focused only on what they can see and touch, you know there's an invisible war happening around you. Every step you take is being watched. There are unseen eyes following you, studying your movements, and often trying to block your progress. But here's the great truth you need to remember. You are never alone. There is a powerful light surrounding you, an invisible force acting as an unbreakable shield. This light reflects malicious intentions back to their source, sending them to the abyss from which they came. It's no coincidence that you have this protection. It's not just a divine gift. It's undeniable proof that something far greater, far more profound, is guiding and guarding you. Now think about this. No matter how much the world around you seems to crumble, you always find a way to overcome. No matter how dark the situation may seem, deep down, you know there is an invisible force sustaining every step you take, even in the hardest moments. The strength you carry is not just for your protection. It goes far beyond that. It's a beacon that illuminates the path for those lost in darkness. In the darkest moments, when everything seems to be falling apart, your light shines the brightest. It's this light that brings hope, peace, and comfort to those around you. And here's the most fascinating part. Your light makes demons tremble. They know that no matter how hard they try, they can never extinguish it. Darkness may fight, it may rise against you, but it will never conquer the light. Light is invincible. And as a chosen one, you are the embodiment of that light. Being chosen is like having a direct line to the Creator. Think about that. Imagine having a connection so strong with the divine that it allows you to see beyond what's visible, hear what others can't, and notice the signs that guide your path. It's like a gentle yet firm voice whispering within you, showing you the right way even when everything around you feels confusing. Perhaps you don't notice it every day. Maybe the voice is so subtle that you don't even realize it's there. But think about all those times when you felt a strong instinct, that undeniable certainty about something being right or wrong, without any logical explanation. That's not just a hunch. That's the divine connection guiding you, steering you away from danger and toward blessings you can't yet imagine. This connection is what makes you special. You are not just another person in the world. You are a guardian of light, a protector of truth, a living testament that good always triumphs over evil. Now understand this. When evil tries to get close to you, it does so like a dark mist. It tries to envelop you, suffocate your light, destabilize you. But here's the secret. It meets resistance. It encounters someone far stronger than it expected. Because you are not weak, you are strong. Stronger than you know. Chosen ones are not ordinary people. They are spiritual warriors. They face adversities that would make many give up, yet they remain standing. They don't surrender because they know their mission is greater than any obstacle, even when the world around them seems to collapse. It's the unshakable faith of the chosen that keeps them firm. This faith is not an empty belief. It's a deep certainty, a connection to something so grand that it cannot be shaken. And this certainty is what helps you rise, even when everything seems lost. Deep down, you know you are not alone. You know there is something greater supporting your every move. Why do you have this divine protection? Why does this power never fail? The answer is simple yet profound. Because your mission is important, far more important than you may realize. Your life is not ordinary. It's a reflection of God's power, a living proof that light can overcome darkness. When you begin to understand this, everything changes. Difficulties stop being obstacles and start becoming lessons. Challenges are no longer punishments, but opportunities for growth. You realize that every moment, every experience is part of a larger plan. And you know what's most remarkable? You are the central piece of that plan. Yes, you. It doesn't matter what you've been through or what the world has said about you. The fact that you're here, listening to these words, is proof enough that you've been chosen for something extraordinary. Now, imagine the frustration of the forces of darkness. Think about it. They know that no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to touch a chosen one. No matter how much effort they put in, no matter how many traps they set, your light is untouchable. How do they react to this? How do they deal with this undeniable truth? What you may not realize is that demons are not just sinister figures. They have their own motivations, their own goals. They aren't just there to cause destruction. There's something deeper happening. And here's something that might completely change the way you view the spiritual world. Some demons, as strange as it may seem, try to approach the chosen not to cause harm but to seek redemption. Yes, redemption. They know that the power of a chosen one goes beyond the light they carry. They understand that the chosen possess something that can alter their destiny, the ability to forgive, to transform, to open a new possibility. These shadowy beings, often associated only with evil, are also trapped in their own battles, struggling against fates they created themselves. They see in the chosen a chance to escape eternal emptiness, an opportunity to change their trajectory. Why does this matter? What does this mean for you, chosen one? It means your mission is far greater than you realize. You are not here just to resist evil, but to transform the world around you. Your light doesn't just protect, it guides, heals, and even redeems. This is the essence of being chosen. It's not an easy journey, but it's a journey with purpose. And with every step you take, you prove that the light, no matter how challenged, will never be extinguished. Now think about this. You're in the middle of a situation surrounded by people who, without knowing, are being influenced by invisible forces. Everything might seem normal on the surface, but deep down, you sense something different. There's a tension in the air, a weight that cannot be ignored. And while many are too busy to notice, these dark forces are there, observing your every move. Don't think that they only cause chaos that's visible. No, their real danger lies in the subtlety of their actions. They study you. searching for every small crack, every vulnerability in your spiritual armor. And this is where they reveal their true skill. Demons are masters of disguise. Sometimes they may present themselves as allies, as those who appear to help you at the exact moment you need it most. It feels convenient, doesn't it? But that's where the danger lies. This help, when it comes, is never free. There's always a hidden price, a dark intention concealed in the shadows, and you don't always notice it right away. The true challenge of the chosen is to see beyond the surface. It's like a game of masks. You must look beyond actions, understand the hidden intentions beneath it all. And if you feel that someone close to you isn't exactly who they claim to be, perhaps it's time to pay attention. It could be a sign that something is happening behind the scenes, something not immediately visible. Demons are experts at exploiting human weaknesses. They know where to strike, where to push, and how to weaken your defenses. This is precisely why your mission as a chosen one is to notice what isn't obvious, to see what others cannot. You are equipped for this. The gift of intuition, your divine compass. As a chosen one, you carry a rare, almost supernatural ability to sense when something is out of place. Have you ever felt the atmosphere change suddenly? When the air feels heavy and you just know something isn't right, even if you can't explain why? That's not a coincidence. It's your intuition, a divine gift, warning you about forces attempting to get closer. But here's the truth. This sensitivity is both a blessing and a responsibility. It's not enough just to feel, you need to act. It's your mission to always be alert, always prepared to identify these influences and face them with courage and wisdom. Hesitation is not an option. Think of your intuition as a lit lamp in a dark room. While others stumble in the darkness, unsure of what's around them, you can see the outlines. You spot the traps before falling into them. This is the power of a chosen one. The power of discernment. Discernment is one of the greatest gifts a chosen one can have. But here's the distinction. It's not just about seeing evil. It's about seeing beyond it. It's about understanding not only what these forces want, but also what they're hiding. It's not just identifying the monster, it's deciphering the reason for its presence. Picture this. A demon approaches disguised as an ally, offering help at the moment you need it most. It uses sweet words, presenting itself as a solution. But as a true chosen one, you sense something is off. You spot the deception before it reaches you. These forces don't approach by accident. They try to infiltrate, to get close enough to manipulate, influence, and perhaps even lead you astray. But here's the key point. The light that shines within the chosen is too powerful to be extinguished. This light is like an unbreakable wall. Not even the densest shadows can penetrate it. It protects, guides, and sustains. And the most incredible thing? This light doesn't just defend you, it leaves the forces of darkness frustrated. Because no matter how hard they try, they know they are at a disadvantage. The strength of your light. Your light isn't just a barrier. It's a force that exposes, disarms, and dismantles the plans of the dark. When they approach you, thinking they've found a weakness, they are met with a brilliance they can't withstand. It blinds them, rendering their schemes useless. This is why the darkness fears the chosen. It knows that, even at your lowest, you hold a power it cannot comprehend. Your connection to the divine isn't just a shield. It's a beacon that sends ripples of hope and transformation to everyone around you. Every time you choose to stand firm, every time you refuse to give in to despair, you reaffirm this truth. Light always triumphs over darkness. The forces that seek to harm you know this. They recognize the futility of their attempts, yet they persist because they hope to find a crack, a moment of doubt. But here's what they fail to grasp. Your strength isn't just your own. It comes from a divine source that never runs out, never falters, and never abandons you. And that source has chosen you for a reason. Your divine mission. Your mission as a chosen one isn't merely to protect yourself. It's to be a guide, a healer, a living testament to the power of light. When others lose their way, it's your light that helps them find the path. When the world seems consumed by darkness, it's your presence that reminds people that hope is never lost. This is why the chosen are so important. They are the pillars that hold up the world when it feels like it's crumbling. And you, chosen one, are one of those pillars. So the next time you feel the weight of the world, remember this: you are not alone. You are surrounded by divine protection, guided by a purpose greater than you can imagine. Every challenge you face is a step toward fulfilling that purpose. Every battle you fight is proof that your light is unshakable. The forces of darkness may try, but they will never succeed. Because you, chosen one, are a warrior of the light, a guardian of truth, and a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needs it. Keep shining. The world is watching, and your mission is far from over. Now think about this. These forces, these demons, risk everything to try to influence you. They use cunning, dirty strategies, trying to infiltrate during your most vulnerable moments. But with every failed attempt, they learn a truth that never changes. Evil will never prevail over good. Darkness will never conquer light. And this battle? It runs deeper than it seems. It's not a physical fight. It's not about words or visible actions. It's a struggle that happens within the soul on the deepest spiritual level. It's an invisible battle, but it's always present. Every interaction, every decision you make is an opportunity to reaffirm your strength, your light, and your connection with the divine. And the more you shine, the more these forces try to approach you. But they fail. They always fail. Because the light of a chosen one is unshakable. Let's reflect for a moment. The people around you, do they all share the same light you carry? Do they radiate the same positive energy, the same spiritual connection? The answer is, not always. Some people may unknowingly be under the influence of darkness. And what's most unsettling is that this is rarely obvious. These influences don't arrive shouting or revealing themselves openly. They come subtly, disguised, hidden in small gestures, fleeting thoughts, or seemingly harmless words. It could be that negative thought that pops into your mind out of nowhere, or an action that seems well-intentioned, but secretly diverts you from your path. This is the subtlety of darkness. It works silently, in the shadows, behind the scenes. But you, as a chosen one, possess something others don't, the key to perceive what lies beyond the surface. You have the ability to see beyond the obvious, to sense what isn't spoken, to uncover what's hidden. That is your gift. That is your strength. The battle between light and darkness isn't something distant. It's not something that only exists in stories or legends. It's around you every day. But as a chosen one, you're not just a spectator in this fight. You're a protagonist. Your light is a powerful weapon. Your intuition, your discernment, and your connection to the divine are tools that enable you to overcome any dark influence that dares to cross your path. And here's the truth you need to remember. No matter how much darkness tries, it will never extinguish the light. The people around you, those influenced by forces of darkness, don't always appear as you might imagine. Often they can be charming, charismatic, and even seem to have your best interests at heart. But if you look closer, if you pay attention to the small details, something feels off. There's something out of place. Beneath this facade of goodwill, there's a strange sensation, an energy that doesn't align with their words or actions. It's as if, without realizing it, they're puppets of invisible forces, controlled by something greater, something darker. These people may not even know they're being used, but their objective is clear: to divert you from your divine purpose. The influence of demons. Oh, it rarely comes in the form of loud threats or dramatic scenes like in horror movies. No, it's much more subtle and more dangerous because it's almost imperceptible. It's like a slow-acting poison, silently infiltrating your doubts, distorting your perception of reality. Have you noticed that friend or acquaintance who seems to carry a heavy atmosphere wherever they go? As if, unintentionally, they cast a shadow over everything around them? It could be that they're under the influence of these invisible forces, being used as a tool to spread negativity, create divisions, and plant seeds of chaos. Gossip, emotional manipulation, sudden arguments that seem to come out of nowhere, all of these could be part of this influence. And this is where you come in, the chosen one. Your mission isn't easy, but it's crucial to recognize these signs, to not be deceived by the masks, by the fog that these forces create to obscure their true intentions. For this, you must keep your spiritual defenses high, your mind clear, and your connection with the divine strong. Because in the end, you are the light that can illuminate the path for others, but only if you know how to protect your flame. This light is your greatest strength, but it's also what draws those who wish to extinguish it. Your mission: to shine despite the darkness, to see beyond the surface, to trust the intuition and discernment that God has placed within you. Remember, every attempt to divert you, Every subtle manipulation is a testament to how powerful you truly are. Forces of darkness wouldn't waste their time on you if they didn't see your light as a threat. You are not alone in this battle. The divine has equipped you with everything you need to overcome these challenges. All you need to do is stay vigilant, stay connected, and never doubt the light that burns within you. Even in the darkest of moments, your light will prevail. Darkness can try, but it will never win. The life of a chosen one is never easy. It's like walking along a road filled with stones. Some are small, others large, but all of them are there to challenge you, to test your strength and determination. From time to time, this road becomes covered in a dark fog, and what's hardest to accept is that this fog often comes from people close to you. Friends, family, people you trust. Sometimes they unintentionally become channels for dark energies. Not because they're malicious or want to harm you, but because they're lost, vulnerable, without the spiritual protection that you have. They end up being influenced by forces that want to pull you off your path. And it's in these moments that the real challenge appears. How do you keep your heart full of compassion, love, and empathy without falling into the traps that arise along the way? The temptation to react with anger or fear is immense. Who wouldn't feel frustrated upon realizing they're being pulled in the wrong direction? But as a chosen one, you must remember, anger and fear are not tools that will lead you to victory. These feelings fuel exactly what you're fighting against. The path of the chosen is different. When something feels off, when you sense that someone close to you is being influenced by forces that don't come from the light, the first thing you need to do is pause and listen to your intuition. That inner voice, that almost instinctive feeling, is one of the greatest gifts the divine has given you. Ask yourself, what is this person's true intention? What are they really seeking? How might their actions impact my journey? These questions are like keys to unlock the truth hidden in the shadows. And this is where your greatest gift comes into play: discernment. Discernment is like a lighthouse illuminating the darkness. It's not just about identifying what's wrong, it's about understanding what lies behind it. What does it want? What is it hiding? Why is it trying to approach you? Imagine this. Someone comes to you with sweet words, seemingly full of good intentions, but deep down, something feels off. You can sense it. Your intuition alerts you before any obvious signs appear. That's discernment. This gift gives you the ability to see beyond the surface, to uncover what's hidden beneath the mask. But here's the ultimate truth. Darkness can never defeat the light. No matter how cunning these forces may be, no matter the tactics they use to try to divert you, the light that shines within you is far too powerful to be extinguished. Think of your light as an invisible fortress. Not even the densest shadows can penetrate it. And this is what frustrates those dark forces. They try, they approach, they manipulate, but deep down, they know they're at a disadvantage. That's why they resort to subtler strategies, attempting to use what's around you, people, situations, internal doubts, to find a crack in your defenses. But here's the secret. As long as you maintain your connection to the divine, as long as you protect your flame, these forces will never have power over you. The path of the chosen one. The journey of a chosen one is not just any journey. Every conversation, every glance, every decision you make is part of a spiritual battle taking place deep within your soul. It's an invisible fight, yet it's always present. And do you know what's most incredible? It's precisely in these difficult moments that the light of the chosen one shines the brightest. In times of doubt, darkness, and challenges, your inner strength radiates, showing everyone around you that light will always find a way to prevail. Your light isn't just for you, it's also a beacon for those lost in the darkness. In the darkest moments, when everything seems to be falling apart, it's your light that shines the brightest. It's this light that brings hope, peace, and reassurance to those around you. And here's the most fascinating part. This light makes the forces of darkness tremble. They know that no matter how hard they try, they will never have the power to extinguish it. Darkness may fight, may rise against you, but it will never overcome the light. Light is invincible, and as a chosen one, you are the embodiment of that light. You are chosen to lead with light. Being a chosen one is like having a direct connection to the Creator. Think about it. Imagine having a bond so strong with the divine that it allows you to see beyond what's visible, to hear what others cannot, and to perceive the signs that guide your path. It's like a gentle yet firm voice whispering within you, showing the right way even when everything around you seems confusing. Perhaps you don't notice it in your daily life. Perhaps the voice is so subtle that you don't even realize it's there. But think of all the times you felt that strong instinct, that certainty that something was right or wrong without any logical explanation. That's not just a hunch. That's the divine connection guiding you, steering you away from danger and bringing blessings you can't even fathom. This connection is what makes you special. You're not just another person in the world. You are a guardian of light, a protector of truth, a living testament that good will always prevail over evil. The power of compassion and courage. Now, the greatest challenge for a chosen one isn't simply resisting the darkness. It's maintaining compassion for those who unknowingly act as tools of these forces. It's remembering that anger and fear only serve to fuel the shadows. Your strength lies in your ability to respond with love, with grace, and with unwavering faith. You are here to lead, to guide, to show others that the light within them is stronger than any external influence. Every time you choose empathy over anger, every time you hold on to your light despite the darkness pressing against you, you reinforce your divine purpose. You prove to yourself and the world that the light will always win. This is your path. It's not an easy one, but it's one filled with meaning, with purpose, and with an unshakable connection to something far greater than yourself. So as you walk this road filled with stones, as you face the fog and the challenges, remember this: you are not alone. You are guided, you are protected, and your light is your greatest weapon. Keep shining, chosen one, for the world needs your light now more than ever. You are stronger than you think. By keeping your light shining, by protecting your connection with the divine, you not only shield yourself, you become a beacon for others. Your strength inspires, guides, and transforms. Even those who are lost, those who are under the influence of darkness, can find their way back to the light through you. The life of a chosen one will never be simple, but it is a life with purpose, a life guided by the light. And as long as you stand firm, as long as you protect your flame and follow your intuition, there is no force in the world that can divert you from your destiny. Remember, you are not chosen by chance. Every challenge you face, every obstacle in your path is part of something greater, something that is shaping you to fulfill a grand purpose. And when you feel that the forces of darkness are trying to close in on you, remember this: darkness may try, but it will never extinguish the light. As you begin to understand more about the forces that surround your life, one thing becomes clear. These tests, these spiritual battles that seem never-ending, are not punishments. In fact, they are invitations. Invitations to something greater, something you may not yet fully see, but that is being carefully prepared for you. And if at any moment you've asked yourself, why is all of this happening to me? Let me tell you a secret that might change the way you see your journey. These challenges are not punishment. They are the divine's way of preparing you for something extraordinary. Every difficulty that crosses your path is like fire refining gold. The demons and forces of darkness, with all their cunning, do not show up in the life of the chosen to destroy them. No, they show up to shape you, to forge you into a true spiritual warrior. Have you ever noticed how at times it feels as if the weight of the world is falling on your shoulders? It's as if the universe is pushing you to your limits, forcing you out of your comfort zone. But here's the secret. The greater the test, the closer you are to something extraordinary. These challenges compel you to confront your fears, your weaknesses, and the things you try to avoid. But it is precisely in this process that you discover who you truly are. The true strength of the chosen is not something they are born with. It is built, step by step, battle by battle. Think about it. Every time you face and overcome a spiritual battle, you draw closer to the divine. It's as if you are a warrior training tirelessly for a great mission. Every fight is a lesson. Every obstacle is preparation. God, in His infinite wisdom, knows that you have what it takes to overcome. He doesn't place you on this journey to see you fail. He puts you on it because He knows you are capable. Every victory you achieve is like a flame that shines even brighter, a light that illuminates the dark paths of life, proving that no matter how challenging the road may be, the light always finds a way to prevail. But what if, at some point, you feel tired, like you can't go on anymore? Don't blame yourself. This is part of the journey. Even the strongest chosen ones have moments of doubt. And the truth is, within you, there's a light that never goes out. It may dim temporarily, but it will never be extinguished. This light is fueled by your faith, an unshakable faith that says, no matter how dark the path may be, I am being guided, I will reach my destination. Now, here's something you may have never considered. The challenges you face are not just for you. They have a much greater impact than you realize. Every battle you win, every moment of triumph, strengthens not only your connection with the divine, but also your ability to guide others. Think about this. How many people around you may feel lost, hopeless, believing there's no way out? When they see you face your battles, when they witness that it is possible to overcome darkness, you become an inspiration. You show them that victory is possible, that light always prevails. Your journey is not just about your own growth, it's about being a source of hope for others. Your battles, your victories, send a powerful message. No matter how strong the shadows may seem, they can never conquer the light. Each challenge you overcome creates a ripple effect. Your perseverance ignites hope in others. Your courage shows them that they, too, can stand against the forces that try to bring them down. This is the true calling of the chosen, to carry the light not just for themselves but for the world around them. So when the road feels heavy, when doubts creep in, remind yourself of this truth. Your light is not just yours. It is a gift meant to illuminate the paths of others. Protect it, nurture it, and let it shine brighter than ever. And more than that, every battle you win, every stone you remove from your path is not just a personal achievement, it's a construction. It's as if every challenge is a piece that, in the end, forms the trail leading to your divine purpose. And God? Oh, He is there in every step. He shapes you with every challenge. He doesn't just watch, but acts, using these trials to prepare you for something greater. Something that right now might feel beyond your reach, but one day will make perfect sense. Trust. Everything has a reason, and with time, you will begin to realize that every test comes with a hidden lesson. They are like gifts wrapped in complicated packaging. At first, it might seem hard to understand the reason behind so much struggle, but once you unwrap them, you'll find something valuable: wisdom, strength, and an even deeper connection with the divine. Now imagine this. You're in a moment of difficulty, surrounded by doubts, and someone shows up offering help. It feels like a gift, the relief you so desperately needed. But wait, have you stopped to think if this help might come with strings attached? As a chosen one, you don't just attract the light. Strangely enough, you also attract the shadows. And the demons know this. They know they can't attack you head-on. So often they disguise themselves as angels. They sneak in quietly, offering comfort and aid as if they want to ease your pain. But what they truly want is something else: to gain your trust. Remember this. Help from the darkness is never free. It always comes with a price that's often hidden. It might be seemingly harmless advice, a favor that appears innocent, or even a friendship that arises at just the right moment when you're at your most vulnerable. But if you look closely, you'll see that something isn't quite right. Help from the darkness is like a trap in disguise, a promise that seems harmless, but is full of hidden intentions. And this is where the power of discernment comes in. This gift is your most powerful weapon against these influences. It allows you to see beyond the surface, to uncover what's hidden in the shadows. It not only protects you from the traps, but strengthens you, giving you clarity to continue your journey without straying from your purpose. So, what's the lesson here? Never lose your connection with the divine. Trust your intuition. It was placed within you for a reason. It's what will guide you, warn you, and protect you when the path feels darkest. And remember, the challenges are not the end. They are the beginning of something greater, a preparation for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Every battle won, every obstacle overcome, is one step closer to your true mission. You were not chosen by chance. God knew exactly what He was doing when He placed you on this journey. He knew that within you lies an indestructible strength, a light that can never be extinguished. Demons don't act in haste. They plant seeds of control slowly, almost imperceptibly, waiting for the right moment to act. A favor here, a gesture there, something seemingly small and harmless, but over time, it ensnares you in a web of manipulation. That's how they operate, moving in the shadows, hiding their true intentions behind actions that appear innocent. And before you know it, you're so entangled that you don't even realize you're being controlled. As a chosen one, your mission is clear: to see beyond appearances. True help, the kind that comes from God, is crystal clear, with no tricks and no hidden conditions. But help from the darkness? Oh, it always comes with a cost. And the worst part is, you often only realize the price too late, when the trap has already been set, when your faith, your trust in yourself and in the divine begins to wear down. Every small concession you make, every favor accepted without question, is a step away from your path of light. That's why you must always ask yourself, where is this help coming from? Who is offering it? And what is the true intention behind this offer? God will never place you in a situation that compromises your integrity or your divine mission. He will never ask you to step away from your truth. Your intuition, that inner voice, is your safeguard. It's the divine whisper that says, pause, look again, question what you see. It's a gift meant to protect you, to ensure that you don't stray into dangerous territory disguised as safe ground. Trust in it. It is your compass in a world where shadows hide in plain sight. And know this, every challenge, every encounter with darkness is a chance to grow, to strengthen your connection with the divine, and to stand even firmer in your light. You were chosen not because the journey would be easy, but because you are capable of navigating it with grace and strength. The demons may try to infiltrate your life, planting seeds of doubt and manipulation. But you, as a chosen one, have a light within you that cannot be extinguished. Protect it, nurture it, and let it shine. Because through your light, not only will you remain safe, you will illuminate the way for others, guiding them back to the truth and the love of the divine. If you are a chosen one, you carry a divine gift, a light so radiant that even the darkest forces cannot extinguish it. But this light isn't just for your protection. It's also a beacon for others. It guides, inspires, and transforms. In moments of overwhelming darkness, when everything seems to be falling apart, your light shines brightest, providing hope and strength to those who are lost. And here's the incredible truth: the darkness fears you. Demons and negative forces tremble at the power you carry because they know they can never match it. They may try to deceive, manipulate, and distract you, but deep down they understand a fundamental truth: darkness cannot overcome light. Your light is invincible. As a chosen one, you have a direct line to the divine. Imagine that, a connection so profound that it allows you to see beyond what's visible, to hear what others cannot, and to sense the signs that guide your path. It's like a steady, gentle voice within you, pointing the way, even when the world around you is shrouded in confusion. Perhaps you don't notice this guidance in your day-to-day life. Perhaps the voice is so subtle that you barely register it. But think about all the times you've had a strong instinct, an unshakable certainty about what's right or wrong, even when logic couldn't explain it. That's not just a hunch. That's divine guidance, warning you of dangers and leading you toward blessings you can't yet see. This connection is what makes you special. You are not just another person in the crowd. You are a guardian of light, a protector of truth, a living testament to the triumph of good over evil. Now, understand this. When darkness tries to approach you, it doesn't come with loud threats or obvious attacks. It moves like a shadow, subtle and calculated, trying to suffocate your light and destabilize you. But here's the secret: it encounters resistance. It meets someone stronger than expected. Because you are not weak, you are powerful, more powerful than you realize. Chosen ones are not ordinary people. They are spiritual warriors. They face challenges that would break most, yet they remain standing. They don't give up because they know their mission is greater than any obstacle. Even when the world around them is crumbling, it's their unshakable faith that keeps them grounded. This faith isn't just blind belief. It's a deep certainty, a connection to something so grand that it cannot be shaken. And this certainty is what lifts you up, even in moments of despair. You know deep within that you are never alone, that there is something greater sustaining every move you make. And why do you have this divine protection? Why does this power never leave you? The answer is simple yet profound. Because your mission is vital, far more significant than you can imagine. Your life is not ordinary. It is a reflection of God's power, a living proof that light can and will always overcome darkness. When you begin to understand this, everything changes. Difficulties no longer feel like punishments, but rather lessons. Challenges stop being obstacles and become opportunities for growth. You realize that every moment, every experience is part of a grander plan. And here's what's truly amazing. You are the centerpiece of this plan. Yes, you. No matter what you've been through or what the world has told you, the fact that you're here, hearing these words, is proof enough that you were chosen for something extraordinary. Now imagine the frustration of the forces of darkness. Think about it. They know that, no matter how hard they try, they can never truly harm a chosen one. No matter how much effort they put into their schemes, your light is untouchable. How do they react to this? How do they handle this undeniable truth? What you may not realize is that demons aren't just sinister figures. They have their motivations and goals. They don't just exist to cause destruction. There's something deeper happening. And here's a revelation that might change how you view the spiritual world. Some demons, strange as it may seem, try to get close to chosen ones, not to harm them, but to seek redemption. Yes, redemption. They know that the power of a chosen one goes beyond the light they carry. They understand that chosen ones have something that can change even their fate. The ability to forgive, to transform, to open a door to new possibilities. These shadowy beings, often associated only with evil, are also trapped in their own battles, fighting against the destinies they created for themselves. In chosen ones, they see a chance to escape the eternal void, an opportunity to change their trajectory. Why does this matter? What does this mean for you, a chosen one? It means your mission is even greater than you realize. You are not just here to resist evil, you are here to transform the world around you. Your light doesn't just protect, it guides, heals, and even rescues. This is the essence of being chosen. It's not an easy journey, but it's one filled with purpose. And with every step you take, you prove that light, no matter how challenged, can never be extinguished. Now think about this. You're in a situation surrounded by people who, unknowingly, are being influenced by invisible forces. Everything seems normal on the surface, but deep down, you sense something different, a tension in the air, a weight that's hard to ignore. While many are too distracted to notice, these shadowy forces are there, watching every move you make. Don't think they only create obvious chaos. No, the real danger of these forces lies in their subtlety. They study you, looking for every small crack, every vulnerability in your spiritual armor. And here's where their true skill lies. Demons know how to disguise themselves. Sometimes they present themselves as allies, as those who appear at the perfect moment to help you when you need it most. Convenient, isn't it? But that's where the danger lies. That help is never free. There's always a hidden price, a dark intention lurking in the shadows, and you don't always realize it immediately. The real challenge for the chosen is to see beyond the surface. It's like a game of masks. You must look behind the actions, understand the hidden intentions, and if by chance you feel that someone close to you isn't who they claim to be, perhaps it's time to pay attention. It might be a sign that something is happening in the background, something invisible at first glance. Demons are masters at exploiting human weaknesses. They know where to attack, where to poke, where to weaken your defenses. And that's precisely why your mission as a chosen one is to perceive what isn't apparent, to see what others can't. You have been equipped for this. As a chosen one, you carry a rare, almost supernatural ability to sense when something is out of place. You know when the environment changes suddenly, when the air feels heavy, when something isn't right, even if you can't explain why. This isn't a coincidence. It's your intuition, a divine gift that alerts you to forces trying to get close. But here's the truth. This sensitivity is both a gift and a responsibility. It's not enough to just feel it, you must act. It's your mission to remain vigilant, always prepared to identify these influences and confront them with courage and wisdom. Hesitation is not an option. Your intuition is your safeguard. Trust it, use it, let it guide you as you continue to shine your light, no matter how dark the path ahead may seem. Because in the end, your light is eternal, and no force in the universe can extinguish it. As a chosen one, your journey will not be easy, but it will be filled with purpose. Every battle you face, every decision you make, is an opportunity to reaffirm your connection with God and to prove that light will always find a way. So when darkness tries to deceive you, when temptations are laid before you, remember this: you are not alone. God is by your side, guiding you, protecting you, and giving you the strength needed to prevail. You were chosen to shine, to inspire, and to show the world that goodness is unbreakable. Never doubt the power you carry. It is greater than any force that tries to bring you down. Did you know that just by being present in a space, you can completely transform the energy around you? It's true. When you step into a room, it's as if a light is turned on, illuminating even the darkest corners. And the demons? Oh, they notice immediately. They feel the shift in the air, as if suddenly a far greater force has taken control. They know who you are. And no, this doesn't go unnoticed by them. This recognition isn't something pleasant for the forces of darkness. Quite the opposite. It's a mixture of fear and begrudging respect. They recognize that they're in the presence of something they cannot overcome, something that challenges everything they stand for. Your light is a constant reminder of what they can never achieve. Now, has it ever happened to you that you walk into a place and suddenly feel a pressure in your chest? Or maybe you hear strange whispers, or feel an inexplicable sense that something is off. That's not a coincidence. It could be darkness recognizing you. It's as if your presence triggers a spiritual battle, an invisible war happening right under your nose, one you can't see with your physical eyes. And here's the curious and almost ironic part. This fear the darkness has doesn't just come from the direct threat you pose. It comes from your authority. They know that, in the presence of a chosen one, they cannot act freely without facing severe consequences. They recognize that you are not alone. You are connected to the divine, to the supreme force that governs all. And this makes them hesitate. But of course, demons don't give up so easily. They are persistent, cunning, and know how to bide their time. They're always watching, waiting for the right moment, trying to find a crack, a small opening to slip through. However, the respect they have for you is real. It's almost tangible. They see you on another level. They know that any move against a chosen one can trigger divine consequences that will lead to their ruin. They linger quietly, like moths circling a flame, drawn to the light, but afraid to get too close. Here's the great truth. The light you carry forces them to reveal themselves. They can no longer hide in the shadows. In your presence, darkness is exposed, forced to show its true face. And that is precisely why they hesitate. Often, you might not even notice this tension in the air, but know that it is there. Every step you take, every word you speak is being observed. The spiritual world is watching. And contrary to what many believe, you have the power to banish these forces. You can cast out the influence of darkness and break the chains that try to hold you back. They know this. They know that crossing paths with the chosen one puts them at risk, and that's why they rarely act openly. They fear divine retaliation, which is swift, precise, and absolute. This respect the forces of darkness have for you is not just a privilege, it is a responsibility. You are not only protected, you are a light that illuminates the world. A light that brings clarity where there is confusion, that brings hope to the lost. You are a beacon, a guide. The chosen ones are the pillars of justice in a world where good and evil are locked in an eternal chess game. When darkness dares to challenge a chosen one, it knows the consequences will be devastating. Think about this. Imagine a moth drawn to the flame of a candle. It flies toward the light, unaware that it's heading to its own destruction. That's the fate of the forces of darkness when they approach a chosen one. They are drawn to the light you emanate, but that closeness becomes their undoing. Your presence alone unsettles them. It disrupts their plans, shakes their confidence, and forces them to face a reality they'd rather ignore. They are drawn to you because your light is undeniable, but it is also the very thing that exposes their weakness and guarantees their defeat. This is why you must never underestimate the power you carry. Your light is not only a defense, it's a weapon. It shines so brightly that even the most cunning shadows cannot find a place to hide. It transforms, it heals, and it conquers. And as you walk through this world, remember, you were not chosen by accident. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every bit of light you share is part of a divine plan. A plan that is far greater than you can imagine, but one that you were born to fulfill. Evil, by its very nature, cannot coexist with light. When it tries to attack a chosen one, it exposes itself to divine judgment. And this judgment is neither slow nor hesitant. It strikes like thunder, reverberating across spiritual realms, bringing justice and order where chaos once reigned. What's interesting, and even a bit ironic, is that it's not only demons who face the consequences. Many people, often without realizing it, are affected by these spiritual reactions. Those who attempt to harm a chosen one often find themselves facing emotional struggles, personal losses, or even material hardships. This is not revenge from the chosen. It's simply the natural order of things. Evil cannot thrive in the shadow of light. It tries, but every attempt only leads to its own undoing. The life of a chosen one is living proof that divine light and protection are real. Picture a strong tree planted by the waters of a living river. It stands immune to the harshest winds of evil, and when the forces of darkness try to uproot it, they only reveal their own weakness. The ground where the chosen one walks is sacred, and anyone who tries to contaminate it with darkness quickly discovers that they'll be the ones consumed by the fire of their own actions. This is the fate of all who dare to oppose the chosen. Demons know this. They understand that challenging the divine authority protecting a chosen one is toying with their own destiny. That's why they hesitate. That's why they hold back. But you, as a chosen one, have no need to fear. You carry a light that cannot be extinguished. A protection that goes beyond the physical. It shields your spirit, your emotions, and your mind. It guards your thoughts from doubt, your heart from hatred, and your soul from despair. This doesn't mean you won't face hardships. Fear, sadness, and even loneliness are part of the human journey. But here's what you must remember. These emotions have no true power over you. They are fleeting. Your light, on the other hand, is eternal. They fear you because you are living proof that goodness always prevails. Every step you take is a declaration that divine justice is unshakable. Understanding that even demons are subject to the divine authority that protects the chosen is a reminder of the vastness of God's power. It's an invitation to walk with confidence, knowing you are upheld by forces far greater than any darkness. Evil may try, it may wait for a weakness, but it will never overcome someone who is truly chosen. Your light is unbreakable, your mission is divine, and your victory is certain.